This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner,
lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Missing with the hook. It's all offense all the time. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well done with that counter shot. And down they go! I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3. That'll be a 10-8 round. Here we go for round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to post around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Beautiful counter shot. And he scores with the counter. And you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt.
The bell rings and we start the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
with the jab. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown. Let's see that again.
You're right, Todd. What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Stamina is off the charts. And that right jab just misses. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything.
And there it is! The knockdown punch we knew was coming. Cue up the replay machine. I have got this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Yes!
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Well, this fighter, so much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight?
Are you okay?
So time back in. Let's keep fighting. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Punch, counter punch. Final. Hold that thought! And now going for the finish. It's not over till it's over. And there's the bell for round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. And he will stop the fight.
This should have been stopped at the beginning of the round.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again. Because a TKO, to me, it doesn't tell us.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of boxing, your winner by
Here we have the artist from England. They are the SCI.
This bout is scheduled.
You've heard of people. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Perfect counter shot. Good counter punching. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Jab does not score. Everybody's got their eye on the champion. You have to defend that belt. Defense failed them. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be...
Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. They say no one knows a fight. There's the bell for round 2. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
And he scores with the counter. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Defense is not an option for these two. You don't want to trade shots. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Holding nothing back here in the round. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds of boxing, your winner by knockout and still SCI champion, The Artist.
You might just be the greatest boxing champion of all time. You see, man like me, I'm an undisputed champion of life. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, box with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, box with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. When your idols become your rivals, has a funny way of making you pick up the Bible. I've been hustling for the longest, the money's vital. Late night in the casino, I watched him win the title. I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember. The city centers hella cold in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a Jean-Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this Strally's up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn. You got Ricky Hatton out. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. I was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in Mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting batted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, box with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, box with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with you. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my one. I've been running up hills, I've been banging out weights. I've been beating up the heavy bag, I'm training every day. Had to fight for these mills, had to lose a couple mates. Sacrifice after sacrifice, that's the only way. Undisputed, they thought I could do this. I said I'd be a legend, they all thought I was deluded. The pain's deep rooted, the game's diluted. These rappers aren't gangster, they're all capping in their music. In my soul I can feel it, in my soul I can feel it. There's always been a deeper meaning, I wrestle with my demons. I wrestle with my demons.
I'm Todd Grisham, and all the seats have been sold. We're live at the Empire Fight Camp. And here with me, my broadcast. First up, we have the artist from England.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds.
They'll be fighting And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Beautiful counter shot. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Which fighter will say no mas? There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. This fight has a real good flow to it. Those counter punches have to hurt. He parries that right jab away. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good job defending the jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it.
Here we go. It's round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Whoa, Johnny! One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And it's code red time for Josh Taylor. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complete.
There's the bell to start round three. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. No doubt the career is winding down. How many fights do they have left? Swing and a miss with the jab. Good defense there with that left hook. This fighter, one of the top 5 in the world, no doubt about it. Just missed with that hook. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. It's code red time now for Josh Taylor. Down goes Taylor. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell to start round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. They blocked the left there. Good defense to block the hook. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? We wanted action, and they are delivering. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're getting it.
Time for the 5th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
No rest for the weary. blocked the left there. There's a counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. They stop the hook there. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. He threw a punch and just got countered. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Stamina is off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's the bell to start round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They blocked the left there. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? So much firepower here. They block the left there. And the Tartan Tornado is down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
That's lights out right there.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though.
There's the bell for round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Let's see if they go to the body. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. It's all offense all the time. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Why weren't they more cautious? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That left hook missed. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, though, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him tight.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And it's code red time for Josh Taylor. Down goes Josh Taylor. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, your winner by knockout and the new WBC champion, The Artist.